First of all, I want to apologize for my voice because I know it sounds disgusting. Just like that colored pencil looks disgusting in real life, and I'm about to change it. Also, sorry if I cough a lot because it's probably going to sound really disgusting, but if you couldn't tell, I'm very sick. I'm just coloring because I don't want the screen to just be black. And maybe if I go back and listen to my own videos, I like to watch videos of people painting and doing arts and crafts, so maybe this will be good. Honestly, I'm just feeling really irritated and fed up right now because of my roommate. I have done everything to be respectful, and it just doesn't matter at all to her. No matter what I say or do, it's never good enough. Basically, I'm just growing up and changing, and I don't think she can handle it. Excuse me. Because I met her several years ago, and I am, going pretty quickly through my 20s here and trying to change myself for the better and be who I really am. And she's just the same exact person I met when I was 21 years old. And I'm sorry, but I'm not 21 anymore. Excuse me so much, I'm sorry. Basically, no matter how respectful I am, it just doesn't mean shit to her. For example, I politely asked her and told her I would appreciate it very much if she would not watch very loud movies on the stereo system in the living room on nights that I have to get up at 3 a.m. for my job. Because she was, and I told her that I didn't think she was doing it intentionally, but she was listening to or watching some kind of movie, and I normally on those nights go to bed around 7 or 8 because I have to get up at 3, and she was out there until 10:30, 11 o'clock at night with the TV cranked on some movie where people were violently screaming and being killed. And trust me, I love horror movies, don't get me wrong. Absolutely love them. But not when I have to get up at 3 a.m. And so I politely asked her not to do that anymore and told her that I would appreciate it and that I didn't think she did it intentionally, and she responded by saying that I'm forcing her to tippy-toe around me, that I'm forcing her not to be able to watch TV at all anymore, and that I'm basically just trying to control everything that she does and stuff like that. So she was having problems with the setup out there not working for her the other day, so I told her that I would take my stuff out. She could put hers out there, and she liked that idea, so I took everything. the TV, the stereo, the consoles, everything out. Because I'm not going to sit around and be talked to like I'm an absolute imbecile. And I, even previous to asking her about the loud stuff, which normally I'm not a stickler for that kind of thing. I literally don't care. You know, I'm not 80 years old, but when I have to get up at 3 a.m., that is definitely one of my only requests. But yeah, even before then, I already told her I was tired of being talked to like I was stupid, and that I wouldn't be dignifying her with any argumentative or any responses at all to anything she had to say that was rude. And yet she still has nothing better to say than rude shit. I'm doing what I can about it. What was I gonna say? Sorry. But yeah, so basically that happened the day before yesterday. And she just started watching TV in her room with the door open, with the TV turned up as loud as possible. Excuse me. Which, luckily for me, isn't actually that loud because her TV is very small. And she doesn't have any stereo for it, it's just the built-in TV speakers. I'm tired of using orange. I need to switch what color I'm using. This silver is kind of cool. I don't know what it looks like, though. On the paper, it looks pretty cool. What was I gonna say? Fuck. Yeah, so she started doing that, and then, yesterday around, I don't know, maybe 6:30 or 7, if I'm not wrong, around that time, she left the house, and I don't know where she went. Obviously, I don't really care, and it's not my business, and not my problem. I feel like it just looks like gray on the paper, but whatever, it's fine, I don't care. Maybe if I shine it, oh, actually, I don't know if we can see it on the camera, but in real life it is a bit shiny if you lean it back and forth, so that's pretty cool. Shimmery, actually. She left for the whole night, and I know that because she can't come through the front door without slamming it. Our front door is very, like, I don't know how to say it, spring-loaded. We have a quite heavy front door, and it's got one of those air pressure things on the top of it. I don't know how to explain, but if you know what I'm talking about, then you know. Those air pressure things that automatically close doors. They're usually on screen doors, but they can be on regular doors, and it's on ours. And she never leaves without, I mean, even before she was even mad, but now that she's mad, she just does it on purpose to try to let everyone around her know how annoyed she is. And it doesn't really impress me or scare me any, so I don't really know what she's trying to get out of it, other than just be as irritating as possible. But she can never come into the house without opening the door all the way open, and then just letting it, completely letting go of it, and just letting it swing completely shut and slamming as loud as possible. So she didn't come home last night, and this morning I went to work, so that means I got up at 3 a.m. Her car still wasn't here. And she came home around, I don't know, maybe 2:30 or 3 today. Her cat had food, but she didn't give him any water. He ran out of water, so I had to do that. Not that I mind the cat, he's very cute, but it's just irritating because this is the most mild version, but everywhere I've had roommates, they've basically indirectly forced me to take care of their animals. Like I said, this version was very mild because it was only one time. It was only the water bowl. Versus the extreme roommates that I used to have where they physically would not take care of their animals at all and let them live in their own feces in cages. But they don't have those animals anymore, so that's good. One of them I even stole from them. But anyways, I digress. Excuse me. Well, that's not really going to work out. Damn it. Oh well. But yeah, she just completely forgot about them. She has, some pet rats, and, today, before she came home, when I was out in the living room looking for something, no, that's not true. I was in the kitchen. But anyways, I was in the living room and in the kitchen, and I could smell the rat's cage from her room, which I haven't been able to do before, and I looked, and the whole thing is completely full of rat turds. Their litter box is overflowing. Their little blankets that they have are completely covered in turds. They're just like hiding under the blanket. They come out and stuff, obviously, but their whole entire cage just reeks of shit and piss. Yeah, so she came home about 2 today, and left again at like probably around the same time, maybe like 6, and she's still gone now. And that's funny, speak of Beetlejuice, because I just heard a car locking alarm beep outside. And I don't know if that's her or not, but like I said, that'd be funny, because speak of Beetlejuice. But yeah, I also discovered today that she blocked me on both of my Instagram accounts, which I think is hilarious, because I don't care about social media things like that. I'm so bad at coloring in the lines with very tiny things like that. Oh well, it's just for relaxing me. It doesn't have to be perfect. But yeah, she's blocked me on Instagram. And I don't really know what the point of that was. I barely post. And she's someone that's very focused on social media and can't go a single day without it. And she's also a person that can't go without looking at people's social medias of people that she doesn't like exes and things like that. She constantly is creeping, so to speak, on people's pages. Constantly screenshotting things that they do, stalking them. She digitally stalks people all the time. So yeah, I don't really know why she would block me, because I don't really give a fuck. I barely ever even go on there, but I thought it was funny. Because I was actually going through the list of people that I follow, because I follow way too many people, and it's a bunch of shit I don't care about, so I went to unfollow some people. And that's why I noticed I suddenly didn't follow her anymore. And I tried to look up her accounts, and I'm blocked. Excuse me. Oh yeah, she's also 2 days late on the electric bill. Her payday is today, and she still hasn't paid it. And I'm wondering if she's also going to block me on Facebook. But I guess we'll find out. Because if she does not pay her bills, honestly, this time, after all the roommates I've been through, I'm probably going to get a lawyer. Because it really stinks that, I mean, as far as I know of, I have never seen an apartment lease that doesn't say you're responsible for everything, even if your roommate refuses to pay for it, which to me is bullshit. But our landlord is really nice. So I think I might be able to ask them what they think about that. But yeah, if she doesn't pay the bills, I'm probably going to get a lawyer, because I've had my credit absolutely, for really lack of a easier way to describe it, I've had it fucked with a cactus because of other people refusing to pay the bills just because they either didn't feel like it or because they'd rather spend their money on other things. And also, that reminds me, I'm doing really good at not smoking. I don't care what other people do as long as it doesn't involve me or drag me down. But I'm trying to quit smoking weed. I only smoked one time this week, and I only took 2 hits. So, to me, that's pretty good for trying to stop, when I used to be somebody that had to smoke all day, every day. And yeah, basically, she's just tired of the fact that I am not a pothead anymore. And that all she ever wants to do is sit around and smoke weed. Sorry, I can't really talk. This video is getting super long. But yeah. I just don't really feel bad for her anymore. She's completely broken her mirror of trust to me. And at this point, I just really see her as somebody that has no ambitions in life, and the only thing she cares about is material objects and marijuana. So, good riddance, I say, honestly. Because her lack of ambition is not my problem. And I'm not going to pretend to be somebody I'm not just to please her, which is what she wants me to do. I can't remember how much I talked about it in my other videos about this, but I even told her about feeling suicidal and wanting to self-harm and stuff. I actually did think I talked about that. Don't worry, I'm safe. I'm not going to try it. It's just thoughts that I've had because of smoking. That's just how it's been making me feel recently. And according to her, that was being selfish, so yeah, that's really something I just can't wrap my head around. I don't understand how me feeling suicidal, or me having involuntary suicidal thoughts because of being inebriated, how does that make me selfish and a bad friend? Because I don't want to do something that makes me feel suicidal so she can have fun. She only ever cares about herself and what her emotional needs are, and anytime I bring up mine, they're just not important, so I don't really care about her anymore at all. And this video is way too long, so I'm going to go ahead and end it. But, yeah, I'll be back soon with an update, I guess. Kind of random. This is just my rant channel, so see you next time. Thanks.